on.
Ollie.
Just like that.
Just how we drew it up. Is that a largie? Largie!
Golden largemouth.
Look at that. He was small. Doesn't look at mouth, but giving us some pieces to the puzzle. First spot we pulled up, targeting cup banks right now, and they seem to be on a nice little cup point right there. It was going after some minnows we saw chasing, threw the frog at it, missed it, dropped the Senko in afterwards, and immediate action. Now we just gotta go find some big ones. I'm gonna throw the heavy net at it, I think, instead of, oh, hooked up. Sheesh. I am not gonna throw the heavy net at it.
There you go.
All right, all right. I like it. Smallies eating crawfish. That's what we like to see.
They like
what we saw happen. One of the other ones we caught, spitting up crawfish, not eating minnows or anything going by these cup banks. They're sitting here just picking up the crawfish. What we like to see. That one's a little bit better one. Might keep, but not one we want to weigh in. Putting together the pieces. And the wind is not going to be like this on tournament day, so I'm hoping that helps a lot. Should be fun. Having a great time so far figuring this out. Somebody Senko.
Somebody truck.
Somebody net rig.
Hey,
hey, yo.
10-inch smallmouth.
Somebody net rig. Youch, youch. Well, definitely not one of the bigger ones we've caught today, but we're figuring stuff out. Still fishing cup banks and cup points. Throwing a little Ned rig action here. Been a couple keepers, a bunch of little ones. The wind is in an awful direction today, going directly against the current. And it's going to get hot and then get really cold, so don't really know how it's gonna set up. Hoping bigger ones maybe move out a bit, but see, we've only been fishing for a few hours and we're starting to figure some stuff out. I'm notoriously awful at fishing cup banks, so see if I can figure something out here. But we're catching fish, putting together a few different hints, and looking like we can hopefully figure something out. Get off there. Yeah, baby.
All right. Next spot.
Money.
Haha, yeah.
No hook set. That was a fish right there. I pulled it through into the current. Let it just kind of.
Yep. That's exactly what I've been doing. I just let it. You feel it just bumping the rocks due to the current.
Yep.
And then they pick it up.
That's what they're doing. Ambushing the current. I like it. Starting to figure out river fishing. I'm not a pro by any means, but starting to get a little understanding of current and fishing for these type of river fish has been pretty fun. Starting to put some stuff together. I am excited. I'm hoping the weather doesn't, it's going to be a cold front for the tournament, but I'm hoping the weather doesn't mess them up too bad. It's not going to be too much colder because it got a little bit colder today too, so I'm hoping that kind of gets them prepped. The wind will be better tomorrow. Looking good. I am very excited to chase these fish tomorrow.
Okay.
I knew there was gonna be one in here. Flipping grass in some current. Come on.
Gotta be on the edge of that.
He hit it as I was pulling it up too.
Oh, interesting. Maybe they are a little more moving this morning.
Definitely could be. Cold turning them on. Finding some fish. The old Beaver Texas rig. Can't go wrong. There we go. Whew.
On the board.
All right. Not too bad. That one hit it a lot harder than some of the other ones that have been hitting. Usually barely even feel them. That one smoked it. 12-incher maybe? Nope.
Oh, I don't know.
It might be. He's a little long. Be worth getting the length. Oh, I barely got him too. I'm guessing 12 and a half, 13 inches, but never know.
I usually run a little heavier Cinco if I'm going to be in this current.
It's close. Nope, mouth closed. I think he's 13 and a half. Yeah. Wouldn't have wanted to weigh him anyways.
Yeah. On this side. Try to push this,
Yeah, without weight in the front, it's a lot easier. With me standing up on the front,
What's that?
with me standing up on the front, it was digging in, but no weight up there.
Yeah.
Doesn't help in 290 pounds.
No, I'm a little lighter than you. Okay, I think you can hop in. We're floating pretty good. Whew. Yeah, that's the risk, I imagine.
Yeah. That should keep, barely.
That'll keep. All right.
The old jig. Got her done. All day. All day.
You catch both of those on the jig?
Yep. Figured I'd go a little bit beefier profile than the Texas rig. Come here. Oh crap, I'm not on spot.
I said hard into this stuff.
Yep. A little better than the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 1.85. Let's see what other color cull tags I got in there. Alright. Oh, feels good to have a limit.
Yeah. That one's a better fish. That one's 2.5.
Ah, he's pretty good. I'm gonna flip him. Oh, there we go. That's a better one.
That's all of 3.
Something. He's a little short, but he's tall.
He's got some shoulders going.
Yeah. All right. Take that. Got a 1.8 to get rid of. My special charger. I just kept using my Noco Gen Pro, whatever, because it's got lithium mode. Instead of having to buy a dedicated 36 volt. Get the hell in my boat. It's got some belly on him. He's peeing. Stop peeing. I need all that weight. Didn't I just release you? Smaller guy.
Oh, that one looks like a hook. Yeah, 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Yours is fire. Mine is like nothing.
There's a better one. Should call up 2.4, maybe. Oh, camera sideways. He hit it while it was swimming it. Didn't restart the camera. Got another one on the jig. Late day moves.
Look at that.
Oh man.
There's a whole line down there.
Noel Endis, Woodville, Wisconsin boater with 5. 16 pounds, 2 ounces. Noah, you're currently in 4th place. You don't have one bigger than 4.7, do you?
No, right.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed the footage from that last tournament. That was my best ever finish on the Mississippi River and in a BFL. It was very, very fun to figure out those fish. I went fully committed to figuring out the backwater fish for the first time. I've always tried and maybe thought I could put something together when pre-fishing and then gave up on it pretty quick and just went and did what I had known from fishing it in high school and college. And that was never going to get me very far. I spent both days pre-fishing in the backwater stuff, did almost nothing main channel, and it paid off pretty big. I learned a lot about what those fish actually do back there and why they're there, and it was very, very fun. Pre-fishing, I think by about 10 a.m. we were shaking fish off. I was just not setting the hook at all, trying a bunch of different baits, and I was trying to get something going on the wacky rig and the Ned rig. I was anticipating a light bite for tournament day because the weather was always saying it was going to be a cold front. And we had wind during pre-fishing coming straight out of the south, gusting up to 40, and that wind was going to shift to be coming out of the west for tournament day. So I knew the weather was going to, it seemed like it was going to play pretty big, and I was going to have to adjust. And what ended up happening was more of a reaction bait, and big bites started happening tournament day. It seemed like the cold front came in and only really got it down to the same temperature that the lows were the last few days, instead of getting really much colder than that. So the fish pretty much acted like they were on their morning bite the entire day, and that ended up playing into a really, really nice tournament. I was throwing big baits almost the whole day. I started out with the Ned rig and almost immediately switched over to a 1/2 ounce Texas rig from Kenders, and that got me a few keepers right away. Started throwing the jig around, the Berkley 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce flipping jig with a watermelon candy Chigger Craw trailer, and that was also crushing them. That ended up catching my biggest fish of the day. I had about a 4-pounder come swimming that actually down a bank, and I didn't get the footage of it, the biggest fish of course, because I had just caught one, stopped the camera, took another cast, and immediately got that one before I had started the camera again. But it was really fun. I was swimming it by, he hit it, and I just ripped it in. I had a St. Croix Mojo bass heavy with an Garcia Revo beast, and just ripped him in, boat flipped, and just hugged him. So I really wish I had got that on camera, but it was really fun. I love jig fishing and Texas rig fishing, flipping Texas rig around, flipping a jig and swimming a jig. Definitely some of my favorite ways to fish, and figuring out that I could do that on the river really effectively was very, very fun. The next tournament that I'm fishing is the BFL in Prairie du Chien, which is going to be Mississippi River pools 9 and 10. I fished there one time before. We did pretty well catching smallies out in some current. I'm going to see if I can figure something out like that again, maybe find some wing dam stuff going on. I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing in June. I've only ever fished there in the fall, so hopefully I can find something out there. If I can find something similar to what I did in La Crosse, I'd be pretty happy, but I don't know what the backwater situation is like down there, but I'm excited to go figure it out nonetheless. I think we can put something pretty good together, get some more points, and maybe chase a win in one of these BFLs. That's pretty much the ultimate end goal right now. And then I'm thinking of also hopping in the BFL on Winnebago later in August, because tournament season's off to a pretty good start. I'm having a really good time fishing them, so I might try to hop in as many as I can. We'll see what happens. But that was really fun. I learned a lot, and I'm very excited for the upcoming tournaments. Hopefully we can go find some mondos.